Some faces don't just turn heads, they stop time. You look at them and wonder if nature slipped up and made art instead of a person. Every feature, every glance, feels too flawless to belong to reality. Yet they're as human as any of us. Only a few people carry this kind of beauty, the kind that seems beyond human, effortlessly stunning, and impossible to forget. Well, if you are a fan of human beauty, then this video is for you, because we're counting down 15 people. Their beauty is so unreal that seeing it once is the only way to believe it. Number 15. Jodie Comer. Jodie Comer's beauty feels almost unreal, the kind that blends elegance with quiet strength. Born in Liverpool on March 11, 1993, she grew up in the Childwall suburb with her parents, Donna and James, and her brother Charlie. Her acting spark appeared early. At 11, she joined a weekend drama school and stunned audiences with a powerful Hillsborough monologue that won her first place at the Liverpool Performing Arts Festival. That moment opened the door to her first BBC Radio 4 role and set her path in motion. After early TV success, she rose to fame portraying the unpredictable villanelle in Killing Eve, a role that earned her both BAFTA and Emmy Awards. Her captivating presence carried into films like Free Guy, The Last Duel, and The Bike Riders, proving that her beauty isn't just in appearance, but in the fearless way she commands every screen she steps on. Number 14. Zendaya. Mari Stormer Coleman was born in Oakland, California on September 1, 1996, to teachers Claire Stormer and Kazembe Ajamu Coleman. With her German-Scottish and Nigerian roots, she grew up surrounded by creativity and discipline. As a child, she was energetic at home, yet shy at school, repeating kindergarten to build confidence. Her first taste of performance came at 6, when she acted in a Black History Month play. Soon after, she joined a hip-hop dance group and later trained in hula dancing. Helping her mother at the California Shakespeare Theater sparked her love for acting, leading to early stage roles in Once on This Island and Caroline, or Change. By middle school, she had already performed Shakespearean roles and moved with her father to Los Angeles to chase her dreams. That determination led her from Shake It Up to the global stage, starring in hits like Spider-Man, Homecoming, The Greatest Showman, and Dune, where her beauty and talent became truly unforgettable. And if you thought this was unbelievable, just wait till you see the next one. Number 13. Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande's beauty has always carried the same energy as her voice, powerful, radiant, and impossible to ignore. Growing up in Boca Raton, Florida, she was raised by Joan and Edward, whose creativity and ambition shaped her artistic spirit. With Italian roots from Sicily and Abruzzo, she began performing early, singing the national anthem at age 8 and starring in local musicals like Annie and Beauty and the Beast. Her talent soon took her to Broadway, where she performed in 13, before winning hearts on Nickelodeon's Victorious and Sam and Cat. Music became her true calling, leading to global hits and Grammy-winning albums that showcased her 4-octave range. Beyond her fame, Ariana's effortless charm, signature style, and magnetic presence make her beauty feel almost unreal, timeless, expressive, and larger than life. Whether on stage or screen, she embodies a kind of perfection that seems to exist somewhere between grace and fire. Number 12. Taylor Swift. From the moment she stepped into the spotlight, Taylor Swift has radiated a type of beauty that feels effortlessly iconic. Growing up in Pennsylvania surrounded by Christmas trees and music, she discovered her voice early and turned songwriting into an art form. With each era, from country star to pop phenomenon, her style and presence have evolved while maintaining a rare authenticity. Taylor's performances and visuals carry a blend of vulnerability and strength that makes her not just admired, but deeply resonant. Whether she's strumming a guitar on stage or commanding a global stadium tour, there's a magnetic glow that goes beyond looks. It's the expression of someone constantly reinventing herself and connecting with millions. Her beauty isn't just about appearance, it's about motion, emotion, and an undeniable spark that somehow feels larger than life and totally believable. And just when you think you've seen it all, the next face will make you rethink everything. Number 11. Kim Kardashian. When you think of beauty that commands attention, Kim Kardashian stands out as someone whose presence feels unmistakably iconic and nearly surreal. Born in Los Angeles on October 21, 1980, she carried her Armenian-American and Scottish-Dutch heritage through the spotlight with confidence and poise. Rising from the early reality television era with her family's series to becoming a powerhouse entrepreneur behind brands like KKW Beauty and SKIMS, she sculpted a public image that blends elegance, sharp business sense, and unmistakable flair. Kim's impact on fashion and social media helped frame a standard of modern glamour that some might call too perfect to be real. Whether showing up on the red carpet, fronting global campaigns, or simply being a figure of influence, her beauty seems to transcend the ordinary, with style, strength, and a presence that lingers in memory. In our list of people whose beauty is too unreal to believe, she absolutely earns her place. Number 10. Jung Ho Yeon. There's something hypnotic about Jung Ho Yeon, the kind of beauty that feels effortless yet unforgettable. Born on June 23, 1994 in Seoul, she began modeling as a teenager, walking at Seoul Fashion Week before catching international attention as the fiery-haired standout on Korea's Next Top Model. Her sharp features, striking eyes, and unique grace made her an instant favorite for top brands like Louis Vuitton, where she became a global ambassador. But it was her breakout as Kang Se-byuk in Squid Game that turned her from runway star to worldwide phenomenon. Audiences couldn't look away from her quiet strength and haunting charm, a mix of vulnerability and fierce elegance that felt almost unreal. Whether dressed in couture or stripped down in raw emotion on screen, Jung Ho Yeon carries an allure that defies definition, modern, magnetic, and breathtakingly human. In every sense, her beauty feels like art brought to life. Number 9. Ana de Armas. Her beauty seems to hover just beyond the ordinary, shimmering with a rare and compelling brilliance. Born in Havana on April 30, 1988, to a family rooted in education and ambition, she grew up in Santa Cruz del Norte, Cuba, surrounded by the heritage of Spanish immigrants who had journeyed from León and Palencia. At 14, she entered the National Theater School of Havana, and by 16, she starred in her first film, Awake to a Rose. A few years later, she relocated to Madrid and stepped into the Spanish drama spotlight before daring to move to Los Angeles and reintroduce herself to the world. Her breakout roles in Blade Runner, 2049, Knives Out, and No Time to Die established her as a face of global elegance and depth. With every role and red carpet moment, she presents a vision of beauty that feels substantial, unforgettable, and almost too perfect to believe. If that caught your attention, the next one will have you staring in disbelief. Number 8. Margot Robbie. People often say some faces belong on the big screen, and Margot Robbie proves exactly why. She has that kind of beauty that feels natural yet impossible to ignore. Bold, expressive, and full of life. Before her fame, she spent her childhood in the quiet town of Dalby, Queensland, where she was raised by her mother after her parents' separation. Born on July 2, 1990, Margot grew up on her grandparents' farm, learning trapeze and studying drama at Somerset College. That spark led her from Australian TV to Hollywood, where The Wolf of Wall Street marked her breakout moment. Roles like Harley Quinn showed her talent, but her charm and elegance made her unforgettable. There's an ease in the way she moves, a glow that doesn't fade whether she's in character or just being herself. a kind of beauty that feels effortless, genuine, and nearly too perfect to believe. Number 7. Scarlett Johansson. When you first see Scarlett Johansson, there's a certain glow that makes her beauty feel extraordinary, like sunlight catching glass. She was raised in Manhattan, the youngest sibling in a busy household of creatives, and began acting even before her teenage years. Born on November 22, 1984, her father brought Danish architecture roots, and her mother carried Jewish and Polish heritage, fueling a family story rich in culture. Her screen journey started early and evolved into landmark performances, from indie gems to blockbuster hits, showcasing both strength and vulnerability that make her presence unforgettable. Whether she's commanding a scene with a quiet glance or illuminating a red carpet moment with effortless poise, Scarlett's beauty doesn't come from trend or template. It emerges from her uniqueness, her expression, and the way she owns every role and moment. In a world full of faces, hers stands out as one that genuinely seems too unreal to believe. Number 6. Jessica Alba. Imagine a beauty that seems both timeless and alive in every frame. That's the effect Jessica Alba creates. Growing up with a multicultural heritage, her father Mexican-American, her mother of Danish, Welsh, German, English, and French descent, and settling into life in California after a childhood of moving around the U.S., she developed resilience and presence. Born on April 28, 1981, in Pomona, and raised alongside her younger brother Joshua, Jessica faced frequent health challenges as a child, which shaped a quiet strength beneath her radiant exterior. As she transitioned into Hollywood, her striking looks were recognized by publications, landing her on lists celebrating exceptional beauty. On screen and off, that blend of vulnerability and glow makes her feel like she walks just outside ordinary reality. For our theme, people whose beauty seems almost unreal yet undeniably real, Jessica Alba's elegance, spirit, and presence put her firmly in that rare category. Breathtaking, right? Don't blink. The next person might just steal the spotlight. Number 5. Lily Collins. Lily Collins has a beauty that feels like a quiet surprise, the kind that doesn't shout for attention but somehow steals it anyway. Her charm comes from a mix of elegance and ease, wrapped in a warmth that feels unmistakably human. Raised between England and Los Angeles, she grew up in a creative family that gave her both grounding and ambition. She was born on March 18, 1989, in Guildford, and began performing when she was just a child before finding her rhythm in writing and acting. Her expressive eyes, bold brows, and delicate features became her signature, giving her a look that feels timeless, yet completely her own. Over the years, she's carried herself with a natural glow, graceful, confident, and full of quiet emotion. Lily's beauty isn't about glamour. It's about the soft kind of magic that lingers, making her impossible to forget. Number 4. Rihanna. Rihanna has a kind of beauty that can't be defined. It shifts, transforms, and somehow always feels ahead of its time. Her confidence carries the same power as her voice, bold, smooth, and unforgettable. Born on February 20, 1988, in St. Michael, Barbados, she rose from a small Caribbean island to become one of the world's most influential artists. With more than 250 million records sold, she isn't just a singer, but a creative force who reinvented herself across music, fashion, and business. Her billion-dollar empire, from Fenty Beauty to Savage X Fenty, celebrates diversity and challenges beauty standards worldwide. Beyond fame and success, there's a warmth in her presence, a mix of strength, sensuality, and authenticity that makes her impossible to look away from. Whether performing on stage or walking a runway, Rihanna's beauty feels both real and untouchable, the kind that turns confidence into art and presence into pure power. Number 3. Demi Moore. In the glow of a red carpet or under the steady roll of a film camera, Demi Moore carries a beauty that feels almost dreamlit, strong, timeless, and quietly commanding. Her journey began in Roswell, New Mexico, born on November 11, 1962, into a life shaped by constant movement and early challenges that taught resilience. Through the 1980s and 1990s, she rose to the height of Hollywood stardom, becoming one of the highest-paid actresses of her era with memorable roles that showcased both her talent and her rare visual presence. Her allure goes beyond looks. It's a mix of experience, vulnerability, and magnetic ease that makes her seem like an icon from another plane of reality. With every portrait and every scene she steps into, her beauty doesn't shout. It resonates, like a memory you can't quite forget. In a list of people whose beauty feels too unreal to believe, Demi Moore belongs unmistakably. That was impressive, but what's coming next will completely change how you define beauty. Number 2. Sushmita Sen. Sushmita Sen doesn't just define beauty, she redefines it every time she walks into the frame. There's a calm fire in her eyes, the kind that speaks before she does. Long before the world knew her as India's first Miss Universe, she was a girl from Hyderabad with big dreams and the courage to chase them. Born into an Air Force family, discipline shaped her spirit, but her heart always chose its own path. She broke barriers, raised 2 daughters on her own, and carried herself with the kind of pride that comes from living on her own terms. Her beauty isn't about symmetry or glamour. It's the power in her grace, the confidence in her silence, and the strength in her choices. Sushmita doesn't try to impress the world. She makes the world rise to meet her. Number 1. Claudia Cardinale. She carried a kind of beauty that felt eternal, graceful, warm, and quietly commanding. Claudia Cardinale had that rare ability to fill a scene with emotion before even saying a word. Her charm came naturally, shaped by her Tunisian upbringing and Italian roots that gave her both fire and elegance. Born on April 15, 1938 in Tunis, she grew into one of Italian cinema's greatest stars, standing proudly beside Sophia Loren and Gina Lollobrigida. Over 6 remarkable decades, her talent and striking presence made her a global icon. Married to producer Franco Cristaldi and mother to Patrick and Claudia, she lived a life as full as her film career. Even in her later years, before her passing in France at 87, her grace remained untouched by time. Claudia's beauty wasn't just in her face, it lived in her spirit, in the way she carried herself like a timeless story you never stop remembering. Some faces stay in your mind long after the screen fades, and these 15 proved exactly why. Their beauty wasn't just seen, it was felt, leaving that rare sense of wonder only a few people can create. If their stories made you look twice, imagine what's coming next. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep those notifications on so you never miss our next journey into the unbelievable. Thanks for being here. It means more than you know.